Well-meaning people in India and abroad, Gfch has taken its first and most effective step to launch this initiative.
परम आदरणीय मंच, I think I am very fortunate today to be on the dais with such leading lights of the humanity. I have been given the task to welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues from the media, people from all walks of life, intellectuals, leaders of the civil society. I'm going to narrate a little story. Being in the media entertainment world, I have to convert things into story. Many thinkers looking into the post-Cold War were contrary to the popular belief by most of the humanity that post-Cold War the conflicts have ended, the world would be a very peaceful planet to live by the humanity. But everyone realized and saw the re-emergence of violent conflicts in the world in many, many places, perhaps much more than up to the era of the Cold War. And quite a lot of thinkers from across the globe gathered on 31st December of 2005 in Ahmedabad. They deliberated the issue for 3 days continuously. Unfortunately, my misfortune that I was not part of that. But they all deliberated for 3 days the situation emerging in the global civilization disharmony, I would say. The conflicts of the different faiths, societies and leadership. And they thought that they should take initiative to form an organization such as this, which is being launched today. But I would like to say whatever was stated over there through the eyes of a Sutradhar, through the eyes of a person who noticed the entire happening of those 3 days. And people said that I went once about 2 years back to Israel at the request of a very renowned business person, business house. My arrangements were made to go to the hills. I could assimilate the reasons of the conflicts existing in that small place. I did come back in the evening having dinner with my host. When the host said and narrated with great emotions, again the story of the World War, when his grandparents or great-grandfathers were ill-treated. But then he said one more thing, that the bad memories of the conquerors of this country, then we will be in conflict with the rest of the world throughout our lives. So the Indian civilization have certainly decided not to remember the past, which was done by the conquerors to this society. Rather, they decided to move on with their lives and look at future, avoid the conflicts, work in harmony with those people. So may I suggest you the same, please spread the message of forgetting what has happened to your forefathers during the World War and so that the world goes on. But then some of the participants on the December 2005 also narrated that I went back into my childhood, where we were living in India in a small town. In my mohalla there was a Hindu, there was a Christian, there was a Muslim, there was a Thakur ex-serviceman, there was a barber family, there were Mehtar who would do the mean jobs. All coexisted with the peace, harmony and tranquility. But what happened later on? The material gains, the power to be supreme, to be politically important, all these aspects started making the society to disconnect with each other and started fighting with each other. And one of them said that I moved on to the West to live in the West from India. When I went there, I saw the Western societies were even more in disarray. They were even more conflicted with the rest of the world. The Western forces wanted globalization, but they wanted to still pursue egoism. They wanted globalism, yet exclusivism. They wanted globalization, but with narrowness to be pursued. And hence I did conclude that we as humanities are pursuing a course of self-destruction. And the Eastern civilizations, which were by this time have gathered their steam, 3/4 of the global savings are in Asia. Half of the world's production is in Asia, but yet they were not participating any of the global dialogue on the civilization harmony, or they were not in dialogue to pursue what should be done to bring peace to this humanity. Because West was thinking that we in the East are involved in conflicts between ourselves. Hence, probably we cannot give any solution. On the other hand, East was believing that, or was rather intimidated by the Western power, by the money Western countries enjoyed, the technological supremacy they enjoyed, the military power they enjoyed. East was not able to put its voice forth into the whole global community. And hence, the founders of Gfch decided to bring this initiative. There have been work since in past 2 years. Our people from Gfch have been in touch, Honorable President, with the United Nations sponsored Alliance of Civilizations, which just recently had their conclave on 15th of this month in Madrid. And if we look at their discussions, it was only they have been talking about one conflict and nothing else. And whereas we believe that there are a lot of conflicts existing in the world across different civilizations, it is not only conflict with one particular area. They have admitted, the people in Madrid, those who participated from United Nations and everywhere else, they do feel, and a lot of historians of the 20th century have also said, that it is the Eastern and especially Indian civilization which will show us the way to avoid those conflicts, or rather a conflict started by the West will find a solution in the Eastern civilization, by the Eastern civilization.